On November 6, 2013, historian and author Martin Sandler spoke about a fascinating collection of letters written by President John F. Kennedy. In these private writings, Kennedy revealed strong feelings about one of the most critical issues of his time, the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. What Sandler uncovers may challenge the way you view JFK's assassination. Let's listen.
Kennedy's greatest desire, career-wise, was to get a nuclear test ban treaty. It was the greatest. When you read the letters, I never would have believed it until I saw it all in the letters. I always would have thought saving the world from nuclear holocaust ain't bad. But he really believed getting a definitive test ban treaty was the greatest triumph of all.
This limited treaty will radically reduce the nuclear testing which would otherwise be conducted on both sides. It will prohibit the United States, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and all others who sign it from engaging in atmospheric tests which have so alarmed mankind. And it offers to all the world a welcome sign of hope.
There's a very surprising series of letters between Kennedy and David Ben-Gurion, not only the premier of Israel, but the founder of Israel, in which they're very angry letters, in which Kennedy is saying to Ben-Gurion, I'm killing myself trying to get a nuclear test ban treaty. I've even got de Gaulle on board, and that's impossible. And you keep testing in Dimona. You've got to stop. And Ben-Gurion, thank you, in so many words says, it's easy for you to say sitting in Hyannisport. I'm sitting with the Arabs all around me, and you want me to give up nuclear testing. And Kennedy threatens him. And he threatens him in such a way that Ben-Gurion resigns. And I will tell you that I found articles, not in any crackpot publications, but in very sophisticated publications saying, forget Lyndon Johnson, forget the CIA, forget Fidel Castro, the Mossad Kennedy, because they were so upset over what he did to Ben-Gurion.
Before Julian Assange, there was Mordecai Vanunu. Vanunu worked at the Negev Nuclear Research Center south of Dimona. He was politically opposed to Israel's 1982 war with Lebanon. In 1985, he secretly brought a camera into the research center and covertly took 57 damning pictures of Israel's nuclear weapons. There was no World Wide Web in 1985, so he needed to go to the papers, but certainly not in Israel. He traveled to Australia. Converting to Christianity in 1986, he promised to sell his story and give the proceeds to his church, then in Australia. He traveled to the UK with an independent Colombian journalist and a journalist for the Sunday Times. He also gave detailed descriptions for the process of creating tritium and a method for lithium-6 separation in addition to his photographs. As the Times was verifying his story, the Colombian sold the story to the Sunday Mirror. Mistake. The Sunday Mirror was owned by the now infamous Robert Maxwell, the father of Glenn Maxwell, the convicted child trafficker who worked with Jeffrey Epstein in Wexner's blackmail ring. Maxwell, already working with Israeli military intelligence, tipped off the Mossad. They created a honey trap. 8 years his younger, Cheryl Bentoff, a Mossad agent posing as Sydney, a fiery red-headed American tourist, enticed Vanunu to travel to Rome with her on holiday. At an apartment there, Vanunu was jumped, drugged, and smuggled to Israel. There was a closed-door trial and he was put in prison, 11 years of which were in solitary confinement. In 2015, the National Security Archive of George Washington University published documents that corroborated Vanunu's claims and evidence. Did the US government or media care? Nope.
Seek ye the truth, and the truth will make you free, and nothing else will do it. Jesus Christ has never lied to anybody. Why won't you listen to him? Don't spread a rumor, spread the truth.